I just think there's so many people in the world who have a story to share. And unless we put ourselves in a room with them, how will we ever hear it? You're listening to Bloom with Tina and Kelsey. This week's episode is all about community and the ways we can empower and support one another, growing together right alongside each other. Tina and I also have our first Bloom retreat coming up in March. Don't forget to fill out the form in the show notes to join the wait list and be the first to know when tickets are available. Now grab your walking shoes. Yes, even as it starts to get chilly out there, let's walk together. It's time to bloom.
Hey, girlfriend.
Hi. I am excited today to talk about a lot of the stuff that's just been on my heart lately. So that's where we're going to start today. Okay, Tina?
Okay. What's on your heart?
I've been in this group, as you know, called Mastery and Momentum.
Mastery in...
And Momentum.
Okay.
That is a mastermind group through Patrice Washington, but she's really got my wheels spinning, man.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. So sometimes things come in that I don't even know how, but here we are. So one of the things that's been on my heart and that I've just been reminiscing about is my trip that I did to Honduras. Back in 2019 was the first time I went. Nope. When I was 19 years old. It was not 2019. It was when I was 19 years old.
That was a long time. How old?
That was a long time ago.
Are you going to tell me how old you are?
38. So it was 19 years ago. It was the first time I went. And then I went a second time a year later.
So almost 20 years ago.
Almost 20 years ago. So, yeah.
And then you said you just went a year after that?
I did.
Wow. Were you in college?
Yes.
Oh, cool.
Yes. So at OU, you get 6 weeks off for winter break.
Right.
And the church I was attending took a group of us down there, and it wasn't just college students, it was like people from the church as well as some of the college students at the church. I mean, really, it was mostly the congregation people that were going, and like 3 of us from college. And they had a relationship with an organization that had an orphanage for children that were HIV positive in Honduras. And so that was my exposure for how I ended up in Honduras. But then when I went back the second time, a friend and I went again. We both had gone the first time. We were going back together the second time and decided we wanted to go longer because this was only 1 week out of our 6. And what else were we going to do for those 6 weeks? So we went early and spent some time learning Spanish.
Wow.
Was the theory of why we were going, but also just to like engulf ourselves in the culture and everything, right? So she found a school. It wasn't for credit or anything like that. Like none of this was accredited through a university or anything. It was literally just like, we actually want to learn Spanish. So, so we went and lived with families, different families. So we were not together in the same house, but we each had a family we lived with. There were actually 3 of us that ended up going. And then during the day, we would go to school, and it was a really cool building, but it was individual classrooms and you and a tutor, one-on-one. Tutor barely knew English. We didn't know Spanish. And we just like tried to learn and communicate. And that was the school. It was very cool.
Wow.
Very cool experience.
Wow.
But what keeps coming back to me and what really like stuck out to me from that experience when I came home was the fact that when the first time I went to Honduras, entered, quote, a third world country, definitely had in my head of like what I was there to do and what like that I was going to go there and help people and make their lives better in some way. And my only perception of this was my first time out of the country at all.
Mm-hmm.
First of all,
Mm-hmm.
my only perception was those commercials that used to be on TV.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
For 10 cents a day,
Yeah.
you can feed this
30
hungry
people
child. Yeah.
or whatever.
Yeah. And so that was my perception, is like they just need us so bad. That was the perception.
Yeah.
And I think that's a perception a lot of people have. I learned while I was there, and then especially when I came home, that I was not there to help them as much as I was there so they could help me. Like the way these people lived in community, I had literally never seen in my life. They just like do life together in a way that we don't at all here in the United States. Yeah. We just don't. We're so like, we pride ourselves on this individualistic lifestyle so much. And I came home and just realized how I had gotten used to it. I had been there for 4 or 5 weeks. I had really fallen in love with that culture and gotten used to the way they did life there.
Yeah.
Of like open door policy, people just living together. Like it was multi-generational households all the time.
Oh, wow.
Right? Like not the single family that we have here.
Okay.
Right? And when I got home, my heart just ached for what I had gotten so accustomed to. Like literally, I was like, oh yeah, we're back in this like cold, I don't know. Cold literally because it was December, but also just this like.
Because their community is what? Loving and positive and nurturing.
Yes, the nurturing and just like I said, doing life together. So an example, the family I lived with was clearly pretty well off within the community. Now, would we have said that as Americans walking into this house? No, but their lifestyle is so different, right? So like their homes are different.
Yeah. Because
the materials are different, all the things.
Yeah.
They don't need the same type of windows that we have because they don't get cold weather, whatever. But she would feed like whoever was hungry. Every time we had dinner she made an abundance of food and people were just walking by and getting the food. Like this was normal. This was just what happened.
Yeah. Was she accustomed to doing that? She was known as the
maybe
lady on the street or something.
Maybe. I don't know. Like again, my Spanish was pretty minimal. So I'm just witnessing this, right? Like,
oh wow.
But so I didn't, ask a lot of questions to get into details of what was happening, but I could see what was happening.
Yeah.
And
they just help each other.
They do. And I don't know, like this whole concept of this has been really heavy on my heart, especially as we're going through a lot as a country right now with food and people needing to find food. And I see the community starting to come together and fill up the food pantries and do those sorts of things. But this piece that I've connected with food and community and having your village is like, I don't know. It's just something that's been on my mind. I don't know where this is going, Tina, but I feel like I want to invite people over for dinner. That's what I feel like. I want to invite some people over for dinner.
But what people? What group of people?
Yeah.
I mean, you're not talking me. You're talking people that need it.
Yeah.
That are hungry.
Yes. But
right?
also, I think it starts anywhere. And I think it's important that anybody can do this. Like, this doesn't need to be a me thing. This can be building community with whoever your community is. Mm-hmm. And I was talking to, I don't even remember. I feel like it was my wisdom circle within the Mastery and Momentum group, but it may have been somebody else that I was talking to. So if it was you and you're not those people, I apologize. But they made the strong point that right now, a lot of things are happening in our country that are tightening people's budgets, and it's tightening everybody's budget, not just the people who are going to the food pantry, but it's tightening everybody's budget.
Yeah.
And even if we can, and I had said this way back a year ago when people were, starting to panic, maybe not quite a year ago, last spring, when people were starting to panic about the stock market. I'm a financial planner, so this is topic of conversation amongst my peers, right?
Right.
Of like, what are we doing here and how is this gonna what are the moves? And my comment was, this isn't a thing we fix with the stock, like our stock picks. This is a thing that, like, if this really blows up, what needs to happen is you need to have a garden in your backyard and grow food with a community and help each other out. Provide, transportation has been a thing that's come up amongst our community lately of like, how are these kids getting to school if transportation's being cut off because the schools don't have funding for buses? Right. So now kids are walking in the cold a mile to school.
Mm-hmm.
And so if we can just like build community within our small towns or even city, Toledo's a city, but you've got little communities within Toledo.
Right.
And there's so much that we can help each other with. And the assistant, when you help somebody else, they're helping you at the same time and you might not even realize it. They're going to fuel you in some way that you don't even know yet.
Mm-hmm.
I guess is where the Honduras story comes into all of this, right? Like, I thought I was going there to help them, but I got so much more out of that experience. And I think the same thing will happen. I offered to take somebody to school or pick somebody up from school, and it hasn't happened yet, but I just know I'm going to get in there and meet new people who are going to fill me up.
Yeah.
Right. Meet some kids that are going to fill my cup in some way.
Mm-hmm.
And I've always talked about at my mindful money workshops, we always talk about this, that when we talk about resources, it's time, energy, and money. It's not just money. And there's so many other resources that people have available to support one another with,
Mm-hmm. I think our community does a great job with the food pantries around here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know where I'm from. I'm a little more familiar. So down in the St. Mary's area, we had a food pantry called Agape. And so it was like a locally owned food pantry. And they also had like a thrift store connected with them.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a lot of like local thrift stores at a lot of places too.
Yeah.
I haven't found, there's a Goodwill here, but I haven't found a locally owned thrift store around here that's more nonprofit. Just the Goodwill.
Yeah, there's a church that has a thrift store.
Where's that?
The Methodist Church.
In White House?
Yep.
Okay.
And then the food pantry is at Josh Doyle's place.
Okay.
At
that circle.
Finsville 64, yep. And then I think there's another one. I'm not sure what the other one is.
Yeah. Our Bloom community has been growing, and we are excited to start building genuine in-person relationships with you, our listeners. If you know the energy we've brought to this podcast is something you need more of in your life, we have just the thing. Our first Bloom retreat. Mark your calendar, March 13th through 15th, 2026. We will be in Hocking Hills for a girls' weekend away. Details are coming very soon, but complete the form in the show notes to make sure you're the first to know when tickets are available. You won't want to miss this. When we first moved here, it was very obvious to me that I needed to rebuild my village for my own self. Like, I don't know how anybody is a mom nowadays without a village.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I watch some people try to do everything on their own, and it gives me anxiety. I don't know how to do that or be that. But I think when I was very intentional about rebuilding that village for like what our family needed. But I think that's really important right now for the whole community.
Mm-hmm.
And by whole community, I mean all of the communities in the United States right now.
I like the saying, if you're blessed, be a blessing.
Yeah. And everybody is blessed in one way or another.
Right.
That's the thing, is like, sure, I had the money to be able to go to Honduras, but they were blessed in ways I had no idea even existed.
Mm-hmm.
And the person that you might be handing money to on the street has a resilience that you might know nothing about unless you actually take the time to talk to them instead of just dropping a $20 bill in their thing.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. There's so many different ways that you can get involved, though, you know, of things that are already out there and that people in different churches and groups that are doing. But that's neat that you want to do this.
Yeah. And I don't even know what this is, to be honest.
Yeah.
I don't know exactly what it looks like yet.
Yeah.
I did.
But you've got that, you know, you've got the thought, and then you're going to have the vision.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, and I think this is honestly, like, this podcast we're recording right now is the first step. Just like talking about it and encouraging others to like lean into that a little bit in some way, shape, or form for themselves.
Yeah.
Like, this is not a Kelsey's going to do this thing situation. This is I just want to ignite this in people.
Yeah.
You know?
To give to others.
And to give to others, but to embrace community as, it's not just giving to others. It's embracing community as a way to live, as a way to lift each other up, because giving to others feels very like, I'm here, you're there, I'll hand you something. Whereas when you take it from a community perspective, you're coming together and helping each other with something, right? It's not like, and it doesn't need to be transactional. It's just like you're doing things together. At the beginning of the school year, I had invited a couple of the other moms over for breakfast. And it was just so nice to sit after we dropped the kids off at school and just sit and have breakfast together. So yes, I was like feeding everybody a meal, but also like I needed mom talk. I needed, right? Like I needed this community.
Yeah.
And I think that sometimes by just like giving without inviting in, we miss out on the community part that's available to us if we look for it. So.
Yeah, because you're giving without expecting anything in return. But what you're getting back is, like you said, it's like filling your own heart, filling your cup. You know?
And learning and growing from the experience.
Yeah.
I just think there's so many people in the world who have a story to share. And unless we put ourselves in a room with them, how will we ever hear it? Like, it's easy for us to share all these stories of other women who are similar to us, but I would love for us to start sharing some stories of people who are vastly different from us too. You know? So that could be a direction this ends up going to. I don't know. I just threw that one at Tina just now. We'll see.
Anybody wants to talk? Anybody want to talk? Just give us a call.
Food for thought.
Yeah.
But I just think that there's so much we can learn by sharing space with people whose lives just look different than ours. You know?
Yeah.
And open our hearts a little bit. And I think the world would be a much better place if we can be open to that possibility. Too often we are afraid of what we might find, I guess, maybe. I don't know. But there becomes this very much us versus them, or not even us versus them, but like, because it's not us versus them. Like you said, when you're giving something, it's not versus, but there's still a wall. There's still a barrier of like, I'm here, they're there. I'm going to help them by giving this thing instead of inviting them into conversation and community. Does that make sense, what I'm saying?
It does.
Not saying don't give, but I'm just saying open your hearts to the conversations too.
Yeah, right.
I don't know. Some people tell me I'm too naive, and when I moved to Chicago, I was told, you're that naive girl from Ohio. You better be careful. You better just watch who you talk to and be careful. And I understand that to some extent. But I also, like, one of my favorite experiences was the soup kitchen that I was helping out at in New York City on a spring break trip. And we got to sit down and eat with people.
Yeah.
Yep.
Our church does that too. And I have not signed up to do it yet, but they make peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, and they go downtown Toledo and hand out the lunches and stuff. But it's more than just that. It's seeing the people. And then if you do it all the time, then you get to know them, stuff like that. So, but it's more than just a handout.
Yes. And like you're acknowledging them as people, like even taking a moment to look at them and smile. Yeah. Right. And like share energy in any sort of way, like where you're acknowledging each other. Yeah. I think is really important. Leaving people with that was one of the things one of the girls in my wisdom circle said, like always leaving people with their dignity and respect intact, no matter what the situation is. And I think too often we write people off. Yeah. So don't write anybody off, because there might be a real diamond under there if you can, especially if we can support people with basic needs like food. Yeah. So that they can get themselves in a better position. Food is a basic need. This is not a...
Right. And especially during the holidays and during this time, so...
Yeah. So more to come on whatever this ends up evolving into. I'm sure it will continue to evolve, because this is a group and a topic that I'm going to be focusing on over the next 12 months. So...
Wow, that's good, Kelsey.
We'll see. Great. We'll see where it goes.
Yeah, yeah. Keep thinking and keep.
And I think it'll be little things along the way. Like it might not culminate into one big thing, but I think there will be little things that come in over the next 12 months along these lines.
Cool.
So yeah,
that's cool. Anything to improve the community and just pass in the love.
Yeah, and the other thing is like I know, and I learned this from, my work relationships. 1 + 1 does not equal 2 when you're talking about people and human beings. And I feel like we've said this before on our podcast. When two people come together, the expansion that happens is way more than just what they were capable of on their own. Right. And I think that's where this kind of comes into, is like if we can actually come together and work together in different ways, the expansion is just
wow.
Level.
If anybody out there has any ideas or any needs, give us a call, text us, or reach out.
Yeah, I do want to support whoever needs some help right now. And it might not be something you and I can always help with, but Facebook has been a valuable tool of just helping connect people with the resources they need, who's able to help and has the resources. So
yeah.
Awesome.
All right.
Thanks for entertaining my conversation today, Tina.
Thank you so much for tuning into another episode of Bloom with Tina and Kelsey. Your support truly means the world to us, and we're so grateful to have you as part of our blossoming community.
We hope you enjoyed this week's conversation and found inspiration in our discussions. Don't forget to subscribe so you never miss an episode. And if you love what you hear, please consider leaving us a review. Your feedback helps us grow and reach more listeners like you.
Join us next week for another exciting episode filled with insights, laughter, and growth. We can't wait to share it with you.
Keep blooming and see you soon.